Morning. So we've been talking about affirmations. We've been talking about Miracle Morning. And I told you that I'd like to take you through the way that I've built my personal affirmations because I feel like if they really help me in the morning. I will say this though, I'm going to disclose some things this morning that are just going to expose my own strengths and weaknesses. And so stay tuned if you want some of that. But the thing I want to talk about this morning when it comes to Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod and personal affirmations as you're building them. You know, my first video that I talked about core and making sure that you're centered. For me, that's where it has to start. Like for me, it's very God central, and I need to understand what I'm plugged into for my source so I'm not looking to myself for source. But I move from that place of source on to the next thing, which is really important to me. And you may hear this next thing and think to yourself, why would you go to that next instead of some of the other things downstream? You know, I had listed them off for you. The 6 things that make up my affirmations are my core, fitness, relationships, business, value system, and future. Those are my 6 things. And I'm going to talk about fitness right now next. And you're like, Aaron, like, shouldn't relationships be talked about in your centering before fitness? And for me, I don't feel like it should, and this is the reason why. My number 2 is the warrior mindset. I feel like in my day-to-day, after I've established what my source is and what I'm plugged into, I need to determine I'm going to take that energy that God gives me and I'm going to be determined to be a warrior with it. And so my affirmation is, I'm a warrior. I'm fit, I'm strong, and I'm taking ground every single day. For me, I feel like if you don't come with a mindset of, I'm not going to be beaten today, you're going to get mowed over. If you don't come with a mindset of, I'm not going to roll over on this, I'm not going to give up, then you're going to give up. For me this morning, I wake up with high anxiety a lot of days. I've talked to you guys about that, and it can lead to being overwhelmed and even depressed some mornings. This morning I woke up at 5:30, and the last thing I wanted to do was get up. But I knew if I didn't get up, I was going to lay there in bed and just be riddled with anxiety and get up discouraged that I hadn't centered myself, or that I could choose to take the strength that God gives me as my source, and I could roll into a warrior mind of saying, I will not give up. I'm not going to be beat by this thing because God's going to give me strength, and I'm going to take that strength and be strong with it. So for me, that means I work out with a trainer 3 days a week. During my lunch breaks, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I work out with an amazing guy named Daryl Griggs. I'll tag him down below. You can check him out. And he really helps me. And then I work out on my own 2 to 3 days a week here at the house with weights. Because for me, it's important for me to be strong and to take ground and to not give up. I'm pretty regimented on a diet. I've been on some kind of diet for over a decade. And that doesn't mean I'm always in some crazy disciplined state. It's just that I'm determined. I want to be healthy. I want to be the best version of me mentally. I want to be the best version of me physically. And I want to be an inspiration to my kids. I want to be an inspiration to my wife and the people that surround me, that a leader is more than just being good at relationships or good at business or being planned for future, but they're going to take care of themselves. So my challenge for you this morning, this isn't any shorter than the last one, I was trying to go shorter, is, man, as you're putting together your affirmations, put in there something for you and make sure it's something reminding yourself of who you are and what muscles you forward after you've plugged into your source to be good in your relationships. That's what's coming next. To be good in your business, to be good in your value systems, to be good in your future planning. So praying for you guys. I hope your affirmations are coming out good. Talk to you soon.